going to try.
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
And welcome into Cedartown High School basketball on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA, along with Sam Branch, Andrew Carter with you here for this senior night game. The Cedartown Bulldogs and the Southeast Raiders. Southeast coming into this matchup with a 2-22 record, and the Cedartown Bulldogs at 11-13 on the year. The Bulldogs looking to finish strong in the regular season play as they look to the weekend for a potential, well, it's not potential. They're going to be definitely playing on Saturday against whom and where is still yet to be determined. But let's listen into the Cedartown Bulldogs starting lineup. It'll be senior heavy, I'm sure. Quinlan Cothran, the junior, will get the start. Taji Neal, number 20, the senior, going to get the start for the Bulldogs. Dakota Prather, number 45, another senior for the Bulldogs, getting the start. Also, senior DJ Watley, one of our normal starters, and, of course, ex-Holiday, a longtime star of this basketball program, as well as DJ Watley. So there's your starting five for the Bulldogs. You got the seniors out there, Dakota Prather, Taji Neal, DJ Watley, Xavier Holiday, and Quinlan Cothran. And the Bulldogs in their home white uniforms, the Southeast Raiders in black, trimmed in maroon. And we're ready to go for the start of this senior night game. And here's Sam Branch for the final time at home this season to tell you all about it.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. It will be the junior power forward for the Dogs, Quinlan Cothran, headed to the center circle for tip-off. He will be joined by, I believe, number 10, Braden Johnson for the Raiders. And we are underway, and the Dogs have it. It was Skylar Pullum who was the tipper for Southeast. Over to the left side, though, Cedartown has it. Cedartown working from right to left on your radio dial. Ex-Holiday with it. He's going to fire a three to start the game, and it's going to be off its mark, and it was rebounded by the Raiders.
Southeast 0-9 in region play. The Bulldogs at 2-7, looking for that third region win.
A three on the way from the Raiders. That's off the glass and no good. Prather had a hand on it, and then it goes awry, and Southeast pulls it back down. It'll be number 11. He's going to try to drive the baseline. That's going to be well off its mark, and the rebound is taken by Taji Neal. Neal gives it ahead to Holiday. Holiday on the near side, works it into the front court for the Dogs. Top of the key, right side, they'll go to DJ Watley. Watley's going to drive the baseline. The shot was up and no good, and the rebound is taken by Southeast. So far, the Raiders showing some life in the rebounding department, but that three is no good, and X comes away with the rebound. He's going to go ahead to Watley. Watley's going to drive the baseline off the glass, and the Dogs are on the board first, and it's 2-0. Under 7 minutes left to play here in the opening period of senior night 2024 at the Doghouse. It'll be Pullum. He's going to drive, and he gets that little floater to go, and it is a tie ball game, 2-2.
Yeah, from the right side.
X with it near side. He's going to work to the right. Now the baseline. He'll come back out. X working off of the wing near side goes to Prather. Prather over to the right side. They'll go to Taji Neal with it. Watley. Prather left side. Holiday. Holiday's going to drive the baseline into the paint. Tried to get it to Cothran. Knocked away. Neal comes away with the loose ball. Gives it outside. Dakota Prather. He's going to step into a three for the Dogs, and it's going to be off its mark. No good.
Almost got it.
Rebound taken by the Raiders. Over to the left side. They're going to fire a three. That was a weird-looking shot that came out, but it made its mark, and it's 5-2. Southeast up by 3. X to the right side into Watley. Watley's going to go back to Holiday. Holiday working off of the left side now to the far side into Watley. Watley to Taji Neal. Neal's going to try to work the baseline. He gets it to Quinlan Cothran. The big man's going to drive, and we've got a foul called on the floor against the Raiders.
They're going to get a trip there on looks like on number 45.
That'll be Angel Camargo. That'll be his first. Inbounds pass will come from X on the baseline. He'll get it into DJ Watley. Watley's going to get it to Cothran. The big man for the Dogs loses it but gets it back. He's in the paint. Turns, goes back outside. Watley to Neal. Taji's going to pull a three. It's going to be well off of its mark. No good, and the rebound is taken by the Raiders.
Well, this bench really wants to see some of these guys. We got a stoppage of play, and I think we got to travel on number 11, and we do. It's going to turn it back over to the Bulldogs. We really want to see some of these seniors who really don't get to play a whole bunch, hopefully to get some scoring going, and the inbounds pass will go into X-Holiday. We'll see if they can get that done here as we continue on.
X over to the right side to DJ Watley. Watley in the front court for the Dogs. Gives it up to Taji Neal. Works it down low to Gwendolyn Cothran, and it's taken away by Camargo. And here come the Raiders. They're going to try to go coast to coast to the other end, but it's X-Holiday that picks up the wild pass, and Holiday is going to bounce it outside. He wanted to drive that baseline, but he gets it poked away, and a foul is going to be called against the Raiders. It'll be number 0, Ethan Hampton. That'll be his first. Second team foul against Southeast. Dakota Prather with it, top of the key to the right side to Taji Neal. Neal's going to go to Holiday. Holiday's going to pull a long three, and it's good from X-Holiday. He hit that one from west side. Tie ball game, 5-all. The clock is not running. The clock has just now started to run. And we've got a foul called, and it will be against number 20, Taji Neal. That will be his first, and that will be the first team foul against Cedartown. Subs coming in for the Dogs. It'll be number 13, Aston Turner, and number 1, Hayden Rittenhouse will come in. Taji Neal comes out. Dakota Prather comes out.
Some good minutes there from the seniors.
Yes, and this resembles now what your original starting 5 was back at the beginning of the season. Camargo off the inbounds pass. Little hook shot is no good, and DJ Watley comes away with the rebound. He'll push it up the floor for the Dogs. Stops at the elbow, kick out, goes to Holiday. Holiday drives the baseline, behind the back layup, no good. The reverse layup was no good. Camargo comes away with the rebound. Gives it ahead to number 5, Coy Jones. Jones for the Raiders. He thought about driving, and they're going to get him for a palm, or he carried the ball, I guess you would call it, and that will be a turnover, and Cedartown will get it back with 4:45 left to play in the first period. Inbounds pass will go to X-Holiday. Holiday will bring it across, gives it to Watley. Watley in the front court for the Dogs, near side. Now he's going to go into the corner to Gwendolyn Cothran. He's going to try to drive. Has to kick out to Watley. Watley now is going to drive, kick out to Cothran. A 3 is on the way from the big man, and it is good. 8-5, a 3-point lead for the Dogs thanks to Gwendolyn Cothran. The big man can shoot from anywhere on the floor, and he proved it right there. Over to the left side, they're going to fire a 3 to match, and it is good. All 8 of Southeast points have come from the same young man, number 11, Skylar Pullum. Over to the left side now. Rittenhouse on the baseline. The reverse layup, and it's good. Rittenhouse threw that one up and made it count. Dogs back on top by 2, 10-8.
And when we say reverse, he spun around 360 degrees and then put it up there. Great job there, using his height, using his body to force that one up.
Braden Johnson with it. He was near the free throw line, had to kick it back outside. Now they'll try to work it to Camargo. Camargo's going to try to back him down, and they get him for the travel. A turnover, and in Cedartown basketball. 3:44 left to play. The Dogs on top by 2, 10-8. Inbounds will go to X-Holiday. Holiday will bring it across the timeline. Left side to DJ Watley. Watley with it off of the wing. Now to Holiday. Far side, thought about another long 3. Pulls it down. Left side, Rittenhouse will fire a 3 from the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound taken by the Raiders. Far side of the court. Now they'll come back near side into Johnson. Johnson tried to work it down low. Gwendolyn Cothran knocked it away. Camargo tracked down the loose ball, and he lost it out of bounds trying to bounce it off of Gwendolyn Cothran. Cedartown basketball in the corner.
Instead, he bounced it off of Mr. Hendricks down there in the corner.
Inbounds pass will go to DJ Watley. Watley will give it ahead to X-Holiday. X on the left side. Now over to Watley. Watley working off the wing back to X. Now he's going to pull it down, goes into 3 defenders. The jumper is up and no good. Loose ball picked up by Southeast. Over to the left side. Far side are the Raiders. Now they're going to try to drive top of the key into the paint. The shot is up, and it is no good. And we've got a foul called against Southeast. It'll be against number 24.
That's Mason Gentry, the sophomore, his first foul. 3 on the board for the visitors.
Inbounds pass will go to our number 3, DJ Watley, near side. Going to bring it into the front court for the Dogs and immediately over to X-Holiday. Holiday right at the Bulldog logo, working to his left. Now will switch and go to the right side. Gives it up to Hayden Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse will go back to Holiday. Holiday will go to Watley, left side. Now they'll go back to Holiday. Now to Watley again. Watley is going to drive the paint. Clear for landing. The shot is up and no good, but the rebound by Rittenhouse was up, and it was blocked out of bounds. It'll stay Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you what, this Southeast team not playing like a 2-win ball club. No region wins. They're playing with some conviction right now, and this is a much closer game than I think a lot of folks may have figured it was going to be in the first period.
Inbounds pass will go to Ashton Turner. It's off the glass, and we are tied again, 10-all. Or excuse me, we're up by 4 now, 12-8. Southeast on the left side, going to try to work around Turner, going to drive the lane, off the glass, the shot is up, and it is good. And all of their points still coming from that same young man, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Dogs, 12-10.
I don't know if I remember. Well, I do remember Skylar Pullum. He wasn't really much of a factor the last time we played Southeast.
Cawthorn tried to drive the baseline, had it knocked away. Turner picked it up and gives it to Holiday. Holiday to the right side to Watley. Watley, he's going to pull a long 3, and it's good. DJ Watley hit it from the west side, Jim, and it's a 5-point lead, 15-10. Dogs on top.
You kidding me? That was from east side.
Williams, he's going to fire a 3. It's high off the glass, no good, but the long rebound is taken by Southeast. They step into another 3. It's no good again, and X comes away with the board for the Dogs. Now far side, quickly into the front court in transition. X drives, just throws it up, and they're going to get the offensive charge, and it'll be against Holiday.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's the right call there. That is I think the first foul on Holiday, only the second team foul for the Dogs here in this period. And Holiday and DJ Watley will both get a breather. Davion Smith and Zane Diamond Paisley out there now for the Bulldogs.
Pull them with it in the front court the back court will bring it across and into the front court for the Raiders over to the left side. Now he's going to try to drive it, loses it, and Quinlan Cawthorn comes away with it. Cawthorn, the big man for the Dogs, is just going to drive it. He's going to go coast to coast and then give to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse will go to Davion Smith. Top of the key, right side is Turner. Turner's going to drive, tries to kick it to Rittenhouse, but it is knocked away, and it will stay Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you, if Davion Smith had gotten a clean pass to him, he was wide open for the pass and shoot there from straight away from beyond the arc, but unfortunately it was a little bit low, and he had to kick back out.
Inbounds pass goes to Rittenhouse. Loose ball. Southeast comes away with it. Williams off the glass, too strong. Rebound taken by Hayden Rittenhouse. He was all by himself. He was so wide open, he scared himself. Rittenhouse, a foul on the 3-point shot, and Rittenhouse will head to the stripe.
Well, I was hoping he'd make that and make it a 4-point play, but we're going to see 3 at the line for Rittenhouse.
The foul will be on number 4, Mason Williams. That will be his first. And Rittenhouse to the stripe for the first time. Hayden comes set. First free throw attempt is up, and it is good. 16-10 is your score. Rittenhouse, second one on the way. That one is good. 17-10. A 7-point lead for the Dogs with right at 45 seconds left to play. Pullum comes out, and number 3, Evan Houston, checks in for the Raiders. The last of the 3 is on the way, and it is no good, but the rebound taken by Cawthorn, and the putback in and out, no good. The rebound, and he is fouled.
Well, great job there by Quinlan Cawthorn to come up there and to get that rebound for the second time. The foul called on number 24, Mason Gentry. That'll be his second foul already. And we know Cawthorn is pretty good from the stripe as well. A chance to add to this lead.
This will be his first trip of the night, and the first free throw attempt is up, and it is good. Hit off the front of the rim, but took a shooter's roll, and it is now an 8-point lead for the Dogs. 18-10 here on a Tuesday night at the Doghouse. Second one on the way, and it is good. A 9-point lead, 19-10, Dogs on top. Subs coming in for the Raiders. It looks like number 20, Jacob Burns, will check into the game. Cedartown will go into a full court press with Zane Diamond Paisley and Davion Smith. They inbound it cleanly to Southeast, and it'll be number 5, Coy Jones. That'll bring it down the floor into the front court for the Raiders. He's going to try to work around Rittenhouse.
Oh, screen.
Wanted to drive the paint, lost it, picked it up, and it is Burns that gets the loose ball. Kick back outside to Jones. He's going to take a long 3, no good. Loose ball. Ashton Turner comes away with it, and a foul call.
And I think they got it on number 0, Ethan Hampton, and that will be his second foul. And that is a 15 foul, and so we're going to go to the free throw line here.
So it'll be Ashton Turner headed to the stripe for the Dogs. Cedartown with a 9-point lead with right at 20 seconds left to play. The first one on the way from Turner is off the back of the iron and no good. Only 10 points so far for Southeast, and they have all come courtesy of number 11, Skylar Pullum, who is on the bench right now for the Raiders. Quinlan Cothran will check out of the game for the Dogs as DJ Watley checks back in. Second one on the way from Turner. It is up, and it is no good, so Turner goes 0 for 2 on that trip, and the rebound is taken by Southeast. It will be number 4, Mason Williams, and an interception by Davion Smith. The freshman takes it to the glass, up, no good. Rebound by Zane Diamond Paisley. The putback is good. 2 underclassmen doing work for the Dogs down low, and it is an 11-point lead, 21-10. Smith playing tough defense, and that'll do it for the first period. Let's go to the second period with an 11-point lead. Your score, 21-10. Dogs on top, back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back here as we head to the second period of play. Cedartown leads 21-10. A very productive last few minutes for the Bulldogs, offensively speaking, Sam. They kind of started a bit sluggish, but were able to pick up the pace and lead by 11 here as we start the second frame.
And Cedartown is really spreading out the scoring effort as well. You've got 2 Dogs that have 5 on the night. They're leading the scoring effort, and then you've got several others involved. But Southeast will have it to start this second period, and we've got a stoppage in play already, and it will be a foul. The basket will count. They're going to get Zane Diamond Paisley. The basket was good from number 5, Coy Jones, and he will go to the free throw line to make it a potential 3-point play.
Well, he's the first person to score whose name was not Skylar Pullum.
Jones comes set. Oh, and we jumped.
Yeah, lane violation on
Zane Diamond
DP,
Paisley,
yeah.
Hayden Rittenhouse, and me, I think.
I think we all
lurched. All of us.
We all lurched forward.
The free throw attempt was no good, but he'll go back and do it again. A good pause, and now the shot is up, and that one was good.
Yeah, they take advantage of the lane violation.
21-13 now the score. Dogs still on top, though, with an 8-point lead. It will be Davion Smith over to the right side, working off of the wing. Now he's going to try to come back to the middle of the floor. He'll go back to his right again. He drives, and we've got a stoppage in play, and there is a foul called against the Raiders. It'll be on number 4.
Mason Williams picks up his second foul. Davion Smith there just so nimble to there on the floor. Forced him to foul him.
Inbounds pass will come from Smith on the baseline.
Better hurry.
He's going to get it into Aston Turner. Turner, top of the key, left side. Now they'll go to Watley. Watley's going to drive the baseline, runs into a double team, has to come back out to Rittenhouse. Now to Turner. Turner working off the wing, left side. A 3 on the way from Rittenhouse is just short, but the rebound and the putback is good. Count the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line. Aston Turner doing work down low.
Foul was called on number 3, Evan Houston, and that's only his first foul, but they're already up to 2 fouls here, and we are, less than a minute into this period. Rittenhouse and Smith come out as we see our starters back in there. The free throw is no good. Rebound will be taken by Quinlan Cothran.
Cothran gets it over to Holiday. Holiday quickly to DP, back to Holiday. Holiday left side now to Aston Turner. Turner will go to Watley. Watley on the baseline in the corner. He's going to try to drive the baseline. Now the pull-up jumper. It was too tough. No good, but he draws the contact in the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Caden Schaefer picks up the foul, the senior, for them, his first foul, and already 3 fouls in the first minute of this period, or first 2 minutes of this period.
Cedartown with a 10-point lead, 23-13. DJ Watley looks to add to it here from the charity stripe. First one on the way from the Bulldogs senior is good. 24-13 now your score. This is DJ's first trip to the line tonight. Number 45, Angel Camargo, will check in for Southeast. Second attempt on the way from Watley. No good.
But the rebound and the putback by Quinlan Cothran. Got the board and got the 2 instead of the 1. We'll take it. And I think he was also fouled, and he was.
He was. They pick up number 45, Angel Camargo, on the foul. That is his second. And Cothran back to the free throw line. Chance at another three-point play. And it's good. Cothran nails it. 27-13 now your score. Pullum has checked back in for the Raiders, and we've got a foul called on Ashton Turner in the backcourt for Southeast, and that will be his first.
2 fouls in this. There's already been 5 fouls, 3 for Southeast, 2 for Cedartown in the first minute of this period.
Pullum wanted to pull the 3, but he tried to go to the left side with it. The pass was intercepted. DJ Watley off the glass, and it's good.
Yeah.
29-13, Dogs on top.
Well, if DJ wasn't going to make it, then Quinlan Cothran was right there to knock it in with the assist if need be. But DJ got it. He got that pass to go, and he intercepts that pass.
Another steal by Watley. Quinlan Cothran picked up the loose ball. They'll go to the left side into Zane Diamond Paisley. DP drives off the glass. It's good. 31-13, Dogs on top.
Well, you can take away that statement about stagnant offense. They're really starting to really heat up here.
Pullum goes to the lane to Burns. Burns top of the key, goes back outside to Houston. Houston left side to Camargo. Camargo goes to Jones. Jones working from the wing, directing traffic, wants to lay it in there to Camargo, and the pass was just too high, out of bounds. It'll be a turnover in Cedartown basketball with 6:10 left to play in this first half.
Well, you know what happens every time that when the offense gets hot, the defense gets hot. It's like it spreads around the team, and that's exactly what we've seen the Bulldogs do here. 31-13, the Dogs have it in the front court.
It'll be Holiday over to the left side to Diamond Paisley. He'll work it down to Quinlan Cothran into the paint to Turner, and it is good. Ashton Turner, my goodness, he's got 6 on the night.
33-13. 5:45 to play in the first half.
Pullum far side for the Raiders. He'll bring it into the front court, working off of that wing. He can hit from beyond the arc. He's hit 2 from back there so far for this Southeast squad, but held scoreless so far in this second period. They get it to number 20, Jacob Burns. He's going to turn. He is just dragging that plant foot all over the place like he's plowing a garden. That shot was no good, and the rebound was taken by Holiday. Holiday on the far side. Now he's going to go all the way to the near side. Diamond Paisley with a 3! Zane Diamond Paisley, a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
5:11 to play here in this first half. Cedartown is outscoring them, what did you say, Sam, 15-3 in the second period alone, and the Bulldogs with a big explosion offensively, but the defense also playing great.
Houston with it off the wing for the Raiders is going to work it inside. They will go to number 30, Love. Love tries that shot, is up and no good.
Foul.
And Quinlan Cothran comes away with the rebound, and they will get Love on the foul. That'll be his first.
No Love lost.
None whatsoever. Inbounds pass will go to number 2, Holiday. Holiday will bring it across the timeline for the Dogs and work to his right. They will go to Zane Diamond Paisley. Paisley's going to bring it back over the left side to DJ Watley. Watley off of the wing. Now they will go back into Holiday. Holiday's going to fire a long one from beyond the arc. It's up, no good, and the rebound is taken by Love. Love will give it ahead to number 11, Pullum, who will bring it into the front court for the Dogs. Over to the left side, the Raiders over to the left side. His 3 is no good. And Camargo comes away with the rebound. The putback is swatted away by Quinlan Cothran, but they keep it alive. Coy Jones will fire a three. It's off the back of the iron, no good. And the loose ball is finally going to be picked up by Quinlan Cothran, and he's just going to pull it up and hit a three. Can you believe that?
Quinlan Cothran.
He went after the loose ball, finally picked it up into the front court, and he just picked it up and drained a three. 39-13. Love is going to back the defender down into DJ Watley. He gets that one to go. 39-15.
I'm still blown away by that three-pointer. That was just unbelievable there by Quinlan Cothran.
Zane Diamond Paisley's going to try to match it with a three. It is no good. And Cothran will come away with the loose ball rebound.
Shoot it again. There we go. No good that time. Rebound by the Raiders.
It was Houston that came away with it to pull him to Jones. He's going to try to drive the baseline. X is going to meet him there, working through traffic, throws it up, and he gets that one to fall, does Coy Jones.
That's just a good job there by Jones to find an opening there and got that shot up, and they score 39-17.
Zane Diamond Paisley dishes to Watley. Watley on the baseline. The shot was up, and it was no good, and the rebound was taken by Camargo, but Watley gets it back, and the basket is good.
That was beautiful there. Kind of picked that up and flipped it in the air, almost spun it. Looked like it was doing spinning the ball on his finger when he put it up there, and it went in the basket. Wow, what a shot.
Fulham will try to answer, and that floater fingertip roll is good from the free throw line, and it's 41-19 after that made basket. That is his first of the second quarter after scoring all of their points in the first period of play. Over to the right side is Diamond Paisley with it. Now top of the key to Holiday. Left side into Watley. He's going to pull another three, and this one is just off its mark. Out of bounds, Cedartown basketball.
Yeah, if Southeast doesn't try to rebound that, it's going to be their ball out of bounds. But they tried to pick that up, and looks like Ashton Turner and DJ Watley would get a rest as Davion Smith is back out there, and also number one for the Bulldogs as well.
Pass will go into number one Rittenhouse over to the left side. Davion's going to pull a three. It's off the back of the iron, no good. And the loose ball is going to be picked up by Quinlan Cothran. Over the right side, it's going to be Diamond Paisley. He's going to drive the reverse layup, no good. Rebound Cothran. And he was fouled and then went to the floor hard.
I felt that all the way over here. He hit hard down there on the floor. I'm telling you what, back first. I wonder if his head hit too. I'm not sure, but he is very slow to get up.
They did get the foul called on number 45, Angel Camargo, and you can tell that Cothran is now up.
Whew, man, that was almost scary. That our training staff was just about ready to go out there to him, but he's able to get up, and he's fine. I think it just kind of knocked the wind out of him.
First free throw attempt on the way from the big guy is up and no good, rattled around and came out. 2:21 left to play here in the second period. 41-19 is your score. Dogs on top. Quinlan Cothran to the stripe. Second free throw attempt of this trip is up and it is no good. And the rebound is taken by Pullum. Pullum goes to the left side, across midcourt, and it is just knocked away by Zane Diamond Paisley. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Southeast basketball. Cedartown showing, like you said, not only good looks on offense, but also on defense. Pull him into the backcourt. Now brings it across half court for the Raiders. He's going to fire another long three. That one is no good. And the rebound is taken by the freshman Davion Smith, who almost lost it out of bounds.
Almost.
Gives it ahead to Holiday. Holiday to Diamond Paisley. Zane will give it up to X. X over to Davion. Davion thought about a three. Goes to Rittenhouse, who's going to drive the baseline. The floater is up and no good. And the rebound is out of bounds. Last touch by the Dogs. It'll be Southeast basketball.
Oh, I don't know about that. I thought Southeast got a hand on it. I guess Rittenhouse may have touched it. The official was a lot closer to that play than we were in our announcer's booth over here on the other side. But, man, I thought the Dogs had that one. But the Dogs get it right back as the pass went over the corner, and the number 12 had his foot on the line. That's number 12, Junior Maysell. Or JR, I think, Maysell.
And it looks like we've got some subs coming in for the Dogs. Number 10, Thomas Robertson will check into the game, and number 2, X Holiday will get a breather with 1:41 left to play here in the second period. Inbounds pass will go to Davion Smith, and he is fouled by number 12.
I don't understand that foul.
Well, he was beat, and he knew he was beat.
Well, and that's going to send send Davion to the free throw line. It's just going to give Cedartown a chance to score more. I can understand doing that at the end of the game, but with 1:36 to play here in the first half.
Not a good decision.
Yeah, not a good decision. It was in the backcourt.
Well, what you do in that situation is, unfortunately, as the defender, you have to understand that you've been beat. Let him go and hope that your other defensive help will come up and assist in that as Davion misses on the first of the 2 free throw attempts. Second one coming from Smith. It is up and it is no good. Love came away with the rebound, lost it. He's on the ground with it, picks it up, gives to Jones.
Should have had a foul. He tripped off one of our guys, but no foul was called.
Then Jones feeds back to Love. Blocked by Quinlan Cothran.
Nice. Ball still loose on the floor, and the Raiders get it back.
Over to the left side, it'll be Pullum. He's going to drive off the wing. The floater is up, and it's no good, and Davion Smith comes away with the rebound. Smith, 2-on-1, left side to Robertson. Thomas Robertson over to the right side to Diamond Paisley, and it's knocked away out of bounds by Pullum. That saved an easy 2 for the Dogs, and Cedartown will get it back underneath their own basket with right at 1:15 left to play. Inbounds will come from Davion. Smith will get it into Quinlan Cothran. Cothran from beyond the arc gives it over to Zane Diamond Paisley. Paisley to the left side to Thomas Robertson. Pulls a 3 off the back of the iron. No good.
Oh,
Quinlan Cothran with the rebound and almost had the put-back jam, but it's lost out of bounds.
Oh, man. We almost saw the alley-oop.
It'll be number 11, Pullum. Far side of the Raiders. He's going to give it back to the middle of the floor to Coy Jones, top of the key. Jones, a step away 3. That one is going to be hard off the back of the iron, no good. But the rebound is taken by the Raiders. Left side now, Pullum. He's going to fire a 3. That one is no good. Zane Diamond Paisley comes away with the rebound. He's going to push it up the floor, far side. Now they'll go top of the key. Quinlan Cothran, he's going to fire a 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound was taken by the Raiders. Love gives it up to Pullum. Pullum will bring it down the floor across the timeline. Now they'll go to the left side into the corner, and they will get a travel called, or was he out of bounds?
I think he was out of bounds.
We'll take it either way because it's a turnover.
Foot was out of bounds. 30 seconds to play here in the half, and the Dogs will have the ball with the shot clock off and a chance to drain one here with the clock expiring.
Left side, now back to Smith. Smith top of the key, right side, Diamond Paisley. Oh, they tried to feed it to Quinlan Cothran, and the pass was too tall, and it's Southeast with the basketball now. Pull him over to the left side. Schaefer's going to drive the baseline. He's going to have to come all the way to the other side, kick out to Jones. Jones from the top of the key. He's going to hold for a last second. Left side to Pullum. He's going to pull the 3. It's going to be well short, and it'll just go out of bounds, and Thomas Robertson with a smart play there just let it go. And Cedartown will get it with 3.3 on the clock.
Let's see a half
will
court.
Go to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse from half court. He tried it, but it was blocked, and it is no good. The Dogs, though, with a big lead as we go to the locker room. It is halftime here at the Doghouse. Cedartown leads Southeast Whitfield 41-19. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and talk about that first half. You're listening to Cedartown High School Hoops here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, our final time this year at CHS. And right now the boys having their way with the Raiders. The Bulldogs on top 41-19. We've seen all kinds of good stuff. We've seen Quinlan Cothran with some incredible play as we come to expect him. We've seen some good numbers from our seniors, X-Holiday and DJ Whitley playing well. Some good minutes from some of our seniors that may not get as much game time toward the beginning of the game. And, Sam, I thought we started a bit slow, but the Bulldogs, wow, that second period was something else.
Well, we did. It was 21-10 at the end of the first period. The Dogs, though, started that first period slow, and like you said, it was kind of a stalemate there for a while, just back and forth of nothing exciting happening, not a lot of points, and then the Bulldogs offense would pick up. So at the end of the first, we would lead 21-10. We would outscore Southeast in that second period 20-9, and that gets us to our halftime score of 41-19. Leading score for the Dogs so far, 3 of 6 from the floor, 3 of 5 from the stripe. 11 points and 7 rebounds for Quinlan Cothran. DJ Watley, the senior, he has 10 on the night, followed by Zane Diamond Paisley, who has 7. Ashton Turner with 6, Hayden Rittenhouse with 4. X-Holiday has hit from once beyond the arc for 3, and that's your scoring summary so far for this Bulldog offense.
Well, I look for X-Holiday to have a big second half and for Quinlan to continue to have the big game that he's been having. Real quick, I wanted to kind of give you a look at what the region's looking like right now. On Friday, there's always 3 region games going on because there's 6 members of this region. Of course, the Cedartown Bulldogs fell to Central 63-41. Heritage beat Southeast Whitfield 83-50. Now they scored 50 on Heritage. Did Southeast Whitfield, and Heritage may be a team we play in the region tournament come Saturday. We still don't know exactly who we're going to be playing yet. It's either going to be Heritage or Northwest Whitfield. By the way, speaking of Northwest Whitfield, the biggest upset of the year on Friday, Northwest Whitfield beat Sonoraville 62-61 at Northwest. I can only imagine how crazy that place went up there in Tunnel Hill as Northwest Whitfield upset the Sonoraville Phoenix. And because of that, Central is now in first place all by themselves in the region standings, followed by Sonoraville, then Heritage, the 3rd seed, Northwest Whitfield, the 4th seed, Cedartown on the outside looking in, and it's the 5th seed, and Southeast Whitfield is the 6th seed. Central at 8-1 in region play, Sonoraville 7-2, Heritage 5-4, tied with Northwest Whitfield at 5-4. But Heritage has the tiebreaker. Cedartown at 2-7 in region play, and the Southeast Raiders 0-9 in region play. So what that means is, still Sonoraville and Central both have equal chances to win region championship. The Bulldogs have a chance to clinch a playoff berth on Saturday against whoever they play. We do know it's going to be up north somewhere, probably at Heritage. So that's going to be a long drive nevertheless. So it's either going to be Heritage or Northwest we play to find out exactly who that's going to be. It's probably going to be Northwest Whitfield right now, but still yet to know. We will let you know as soon as we have a finalized bracket for the region tournament. But nevertheless, the Bulldogs have a chance to make the playoffs. And again, just like we said with the girls, the fact that this team has a chance to make the playoffs at all after the year they had last year and is really a testament not only to the coaching staff but these kids who have bought into the program. And I think it's just it's showing right now that the future is bright for Cedartown basketball, both in the girls and boys, and I'm just glad to be here to watch it.
I am too. Some exciting times, and it has been a fun season so far to watch these guys. And, of course, the regular season is coming to a close, and unfortunately, due to some pre-commitments that I have, this will possibly be my last broadcast of the season. And I just want to tell these guys and these girls that I have thoroughly enjoyed being able to call their games again this year. It's always fun to be a part of this broadcast. I want to thank our sponsors for always sponsoring us and sticking by us, those longtime folks that always support Cedartown High School athletics here on the Big AA. I want to say a special thank you, though, to my broadcast partner, Andrew Carter, as well as Frank Burgess and everybody at WGAA, our camera operator, Joseph Bailey, all of our board operators, Ethan that worked with us earlier in the season, Tyrone, Gale, everybody. Just want to say a special thank you to all of those folks. And mainly, though, a special thank you to our listeners. I cannot tell you, Andrew, how many times folks have come up to me this year and told me how much they enjoy listening to our broadcast. And folks, for those of you that do that, you have no idea what that means to me. I know it means also a lot to Andrew, but we absolutely, we love our job because we enjoy broadcasting, but I love my job even more because I get to bring these kids, their love for this sport into the homes of folks that can't make it out to listen or to watch the games in person. They get to listen to them either on the radio or through Facebook Live and our other platforms. So a special thank you to all of our listeners this season.
That's what it's all about. And also, if you're an advertiser listening right now, hey, you're listening, and if you're looking on Facebook, I can tell you right now on Facebook, we have right now we have 10 viewers live right now, 18 on YouTube, and who knows how many on the NFHS network. So people are watching, people are listening. Advertisers, if you want to be a part of our broadcast, you can certainly do that. Baseball season's about to start up. We've got affordable packages for you. Contact us here at the radio station. We want to get you on, and we'll get your message out there. And you can also support our broadcast and what we do in bringing these kids recognition in their athletic endeavors. We've got about a minute before we head to the second half, the third quarter. Let's take a 60-second break, and we'll be back. Cedartown leads 41-19 over Southeast Whitfield. 60-second break.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back to the Doghouse. About to begin the third period of play. Second half, the Dogs 41, and the Raiders are the Raiders 19 of Southeast Whitfield. In the last regular season game and the last home game of the season here, as we're not exactly sure who's going to have possession yet. We'll see.
I think we should. Yes, we will.
We will have possession. And we switch into the floor. Sam Branch will take you home here.
Thank you, Andrew. And your original starting five are right back on the floor. So all of your seniors plus Quinlan Compton. It'll be Taji Neal with it. He'll give it up to X Holiday. They'll go right back to Neal. Taji's going to go to the left side. And it'll be X working from the Bulldog logo. He's going to work to his right. Then they'll give it to Taji. Taji's going to give it to Dakota Prather. Outside to DJ Watley, who's going to fire a three. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound taken by Camargo and the Raiders. They'll quickly go to the other end of the floor with it, left side to Hampton. Hampton's going to give it up top of the key now to number 5, Coy Jones. Jones is going to work to his right. Now he'll bring it out. They'll try to go into the elbow into number 0, Hampton. Hampton will give it up to Pullum from the top of the key. He tried to go around X, and X knocks it away from him, saves it, and now is just going to take it all the way into the paint, gets tied up with it, and the foul is called, and X will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul's called on number 0, Ethan Hampton. That'll be his third foul already. And X Holiday with some moves heading down low underneath the basket will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
First on the way from Holiday. It is up, and it is off the back of the iron. No good.
Holiday, you mentioned before, only had that 1 3-pointer in the first half. one of my keys to the second half is to see him get going. There's his free throw up and in, 42-19.
It'll go into Pullum. Pullum will go to the right side. They will give it to number 10, Braden Johnson. Johnson over to the right side. Now to Camargo. Camargo trying to work down Prather, but Prather plays tough defense on him, has to go back outside. It was a matchup of number 45s. A three is on the way, no good. Rebound taken by Taji Neal.
Nice board there, Taji.
And we've got a foul at midcourt. Holiday was splitting two defenders, and the foul is going to be called on number 10, which is Braden Johnson, and that's going to be his first.
I mean, already two for Southeast Whitfield, 6:53 to go here in the third period.
Watley gets it in to Holiday over to the right side. Dakota Prather fires a three, and it is just long. No good, and the rebound was taken by Pullum. Pullum will bring it up the floor for the Raiders. He's going to try to drive the paint. He'll go to the right side. The kick out, a three on the way, contested off the iron, no good. And the rebound taken once again by Taji Neal with help there from Prather. It'll be Holiday. Holiday goes to Dakota Prather. The step back three is up, and it is, no good. And then off the top of the scaffolding, or off the top of the backboard, actually. And so it will be a turnover. Southeast will get it back.
You know, Dakota had a three-pointer. I think it was in the Haralson County tournament. Toward the end, I think it was in the semifinal game.
That sounds correct.
And, the team went crazy when he hit that three. I would love to see him do it again.
Pull him with it into the paint. He's going to throw one up from the free throw line. No good, but he gets his own rebound. The little fingertip roll again is no good, and Prather comes away with the rebound, and he was fouled.
And they're going to get number 11, Skylar Pulliam, there on the foul, his first. 3 team fouls already, 6:07.
Yeah, bounce pass will go to Holiday. Holiday will bring it into the front court for the Dogs. We are right at 2 minutes into this one, and we've only got 1 point scored. Make it 3 thanks to number 3 and DJ Watley. 44-19 your score. Over to the right side, it's Jones. Jones working from the perimeter on the far side. Now they'll try to get it to Camargo. He's going to go baseline, and he was fouled hard. And I wish he would just tie his shoe.
They're going to get...
I mean, good grief.
They're going to get Dakota Prather on the foul. I think that's his first.
He's tried to fix his shoe 3 times now.
You know, I just wear the loafers, you know.
Loafers or Velcro.
One-handed free throw, no good. I don't think I've ever seen that.
.547 left to go here in the third.
And now, does it again. And no good.
Rebound was taken by Watley. That's all we can say. He's going to drive the paint off the glass, and it's good from DJ Watley. He goes coast to coast, and it's 46-19. Over to the left side, it'll be Hampton. He's going to drive. He's going to try to kiss it off the glass. No good. Rebound taken by Dakota Prather. Prather gives to Neal. Neal to Holiday. Holiday from the left side, going to drive the baseline, come all the way underneath the basket. Goes out to Neal. Neal to Prather. He's going to fire the contested three. That one was just off to the right. No good. Rebound taken by Southeast. You can tell that the Dogs are trying to get some of these guys that don't get a lot of playing time some points tonight. I love the team attitude that they have. The cut is good from Ethan Hampton. He took the cut through the paint. He gets that one to go.
Well, with the big lead that you've got the
you have the luxury
of keeping them out there. That's and honestly, I'd keep them out there as long as you can. That's what Coach Cherry's doing.
Taji Neal with it. He goes to Prather. Prather with it's going to feed to Quinlan Cothran, the big man. Triple teamed in the paint. 360 spin. Get her to go. My goodness, you can put all 5 on him and you still can't beat him. Over to the left side is Jones. He's going to fire a three. It is no good. And the big man takes the rebound for the Dogs in Cothran. He gives it up to Holiday. Taji Neal for a three. It's just off the front. No good. The rebound by Watley, and he was fouled on the putback.
Coach Cherry's about to sub 4 in. I'm not sure who he was going to keep in. They might have been pulling Watley out, so may have to wait for him. Watley to the free throw line to shoot 2.
48-21 is your score. 4:26 left to play here in the third. First one on the way from Watley. It is strong off the back of the iron. No good. Sub's going to come in. It will be Zane Diamond Paisley, Hayden Rittenhouse, and Davion Smith. And off will come Taji Neal, Holiday, and Dakota Prather.
Hopefully we'll get those guys back out there in the fourth period.
Watley comes set, ready to take his second of the trip. 0 for 1 on this trip. The second one is up, and it is good. And he goes 1 for 1 on this trip for a total of 2 of 4. So he's shooting right at 50% from the stripe, and Watley will come out, and Ashton Turner will check in for the Dogs. It'll be Pulliam. He'll bring it across the timeline. Tries to work it down to Jones. Jones is going to back down Davion Smith on the baseline. Cawthron comes over for help. The shot was up and no good, but he got his own rebound. The putback is good, and he gets that one to go, and it's 49-23 thanks to Coy Jones.
I mean, Jones really did a good job there getting around Quinlan Cawthron. That's all you can say. And now a strip away as Ethan Hampton will lay it up and in, Sam, on the steal, 49-25.
Inbounds pass will go to Davion Smith. Smith on the far sideline for the Dogs. Brings it into the front court. Goes to Zane Diamond Paisley. Back to Smith. Back to DP. DP goes back to Davion. He's going to fire a three, and it's off the side. No good. Rebound taken by the Raiders. It was Camargo that came away with it. And a steal by Quinlan Cawthron. And the jam!
Oh!
The one-handed send it home. 51-25. Dogs lead. Ashton Turner will pick up Pulliam in the backcourt. Now he's quickly into the front court for the Raiders. He gives it up to Jones. Jones trying to work it around Davion Smith. And a block.
Oh,
a block
DP.
by DP. Send it out of bounds. Put a stamp on it. Put it in the mail. Inbounds coming from the baseline. It's going to be Coy Jones with it. And it is knocked away by Hayden Rittenhouse. It'll stay Southeast basketball. Coming up on 3:15 left to play here in the third. Dogs with a big lead here on senior night. The inbounds pass will go to number 10, Braden Johnson. Johnson with it, going to try to work around Rittenhouse. Comes to the free throw line, tries to back him off, and a block by Hayden Rittenhouse, and he comes away with the steal as well. Gives it ahead to DP. DP will back it up off the wing. Going to try to get it to Davion. The Bulldog freshman will now get it to Ashton Turner, and he was fouled as he was going to drive the paint. We're going to get number 5, Coy Jones. That'll be his first. That'll be the 5th team foul against Southeast, and that should send Ashton Turner to the stripe to shoot 2. Just under 3 minutes left to play here in the third period. First one on the way from Turner. It is up, and it is no good. Hit off the front of the iron. Turner will come set. Second one is on the way, and it's going to be strong off the back of the iron, no good. And it is out of bounds. Last touch by, no, we're going to get a foul called on Hayden Rittenhouse. It went out of bounds. I thought he was just saying Southeast basketball, but instead he calls the foul on Rittenhouse. That's his first.
Okay.
Pull him with it. He gives it over to Jones. Jones, a little behind the back pass. Over to the right side to Hampton. Hampton goes back to Jones with it. He's going to try to drive the baseline. The kick to Camargo, too hot to handle. And Hayden Rittenhouse comes away with the loose ball steal. Gives it over to Quinlan Cawthron. He's going to drive. The handoff goes to Turner, and the foul is called on Camargo. And Turner will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 more.
I'm glad to see him at the line, but I'm telling you, I thought that's his 5th foul, isn't it?
I think that's number 4.
4 for him? Well,
it might be 5. They went ahead and pulled him, so that might be 5.
I'm telling you what, though. I thought it was a clean block, to be honest with you.
Turner to the stripe. First one is on the way. It's short, no good. Kind of like me. .231 left to play. 51-25 is your score. Turner will come set to shoot his second from the stripe. That one is up, and that one is good. So he goes 50% on that trip, and it takes the lead 52-25. Pulliam will go to the right side. They will give it to Johnson. Johnson's going to pull it down. Now he goes to Jones. Jones is going to try to back down Smith off of the baseline. Turns, tries to feed it over to the left side. They get it to number 24, Gentry. He has to give it up. They go back outside to Pulliam. Going to try to work off the high ball screen set by Gentry. Now they'll go down to the baseline to Jones. Jones backs the defender down, loses it, out of bounds. Stays with the Raiders. 10 on the shot clock, though. 2:05 left on the game clock.
Oh, man.
The inbounds will come from the baseline in Jones. He gets it into Pulliam, who takes it to the glass and gets the finger roll to go, and it's 52-27. Davion Smith off the inbounds for the Dogs. Brings it into the front court, working on the far side. Cedartown working from left to right on your radio dial here in this second half of action. DP is going to drive, feeds to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse back to Turner. Turner from the paint. Shot was up and no good. There was a lot of contact there. I thought I heard a slap. Nothing was called.
Way before the jump ball. Way before the jump ball.
And then we get a jump ball called. So it will be Southeast basketball. Inbounds goes to Pulliam. He's going to bring it across the timeline. Going to work off the left wing. Now they'll give it up to number 24, Gentry. Gentry kind of working to the right side, and he'll give it up to Hampton. Hampton going to come back to the middle of the floor to his left, drives the paint, the hook off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Quinlan Cothran. He gives it up to Davion Smith. The freshman will drive, kick over to Diamond Paisley. He's going to turn, loses it, picked up by Quinlan Cothran. The left hand is no good. The rebound and the putback is no good. The Raiders come away with it. Left side, a three on the way from Hampton. It's going to be long. Saved by Gentry, but it goes right into Aston Turner. Turner will give it to Smith. Davion brings it across the timeline. They have the numbers right now. A two is on the way, and it's good. Count it for the freshman and the free throw.
They're going to get number 10, Braden Johnson, there on the foul. That'll be his second foul. And they're over the limit.
So Smith with a chance to make it a three-point play as Dakota Prather checks back in, and Quinlan Cothran will come out. Cothran already with a double-double on the night, 10 rebounds, 15 points. Free throw on the way from Smith is short, but he got his own rebound. They give it to Aston Turner on the baseline. He backs the defender down and just kisses it off the glass as sweetly as can be. It's not Valentine's Day yet, but that was just close as you can get. 56-27, timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. Back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs.
Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
56-27, Dogs on top. Out of the timeout, it will be the Southeast Raiders. On the left side is Pulliam. They'll go into the corner. They will go to Gentry. Gentry is going to try to drive around Dakota Prather, picks him up in the paint, forces it back outside to Johnson. Johnson with it now off the wing, gives it back to Gentry. The baseline jumper is no good. He was all over the back of Rittenhouse. No foul called, and Pulliam with the rebound and the putback, and it's good, and it's 56-29.
I think they're just letting him play right now, at least at that particular time.
Diamond Paisley with it, gives to Davion Smith. Smith to the left side, working off of the wing. Now gives it to Turner. Turner back to DP. He thought about into a three. Dakota Prather's going to fire a three, and no good. And a foul called. And we've got a foul called on Aston Turner on the rebound attempt. And that'll be his second.
3 seconds to go in the period.
Inbounds pass goes to Pulliam. He's going to drive, try to fire a last-second three. It's on its way, and it's well off of its mark. 56-29. Let's go to the fourth period. We'll be back after a 60-second break here on the Big AA.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
We will start the fourth period of play. Dogs on top and possession of the ball. 56-29 is your score. Cedartown looking to pick up their 12th win of the season, third win in region play. Thomas Robertson is checked into the game for the Dogs, as well as Taji Neal. Got to make sure all of our jerseys are tucked in, and now we're ready to go. Cedartown will inbound it from midcourt on the far sideline, and we get it into Neal. Neal into the back court, now into the front court. We'll go to Holiday. Holiday left side, Robertson. Robertson to Prather. Prather back to Robertson. Robertson going to go to the left side into Holiday. Holiday is going to work it over to Neal, back to Robertson. He's going to fire a three with a defender in his face. It was in and out. No good, and the rebound is taken by the Raiders. It'll be Pulliam into the front court for Southeast. Left side now to Gentry. Gentry in the corner. They give it to Jones. Jones going to work on Neal. Goes around Neal. The shot is up, and it is no good. But the contact was drawn, and the foul is going to be called on number 20, Taji Neal. That'll be his second. It'll send number 5, Coy Jones, to the free throw line for the second time tonight. Jones with 7 points for Southeast. A chance to add to it here. First one on the way. And that one is good. 56-30. Now the score. Jones comes set. And the second one is up. It is no good, and Dakota Prather comes away with the rebound for the Dogs. He will give it to DJ Watley, who brings it into the front court quickly. Now to X in the corner. Holiday's going to work to the left side. Going to go to the Bulldog logo, or try to. They'll give it up to Taji Neal. Neal to the left side to Robertson. Robertson to Prather. Prather outside to X. X to Watley. Watley to X. Holiday top of the key. Left side to Taji Neal. Goes back to X. Almost stolen. Holiday comes away with it at the elbow. He needs some help. He's got to work around 2 defenders. We'll bounce it outside. They give it to Thomas Robertson, and that one is just blocked by Ethan Hampton. Hampton will take it off the baseline. That one is blocked, but a foul called on X. That's going to be his second, and it will send number 0, Ethan Hampton, to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Davion Smith will check into the ball game here in a moment. Southeast will have a substitution as well. First free throw, no good.
Smith comes in. He will relieve X Holiday.
It's a hand from his players.
Only with 4 points on the night and 3 rebounds for the senior in his senior night here from the Doghouse. Wave it off. Lane violation against Southeast, and it'll be Cedartown basketball. The shot was no good as it is, but it gives it right back to the Dogs without us having to fight for it. Watley with it will bring it into the front court. Left side to Davion Smith. Smith working on the far side. He's going to drive, kick out, will go to Taji Neal. Neal going to try to feed to Prather. Prather over to Smith. Smith back to Dakota Prather off the glass, and it's good. Dakota Prather with a basket. 58-30.
There we go, Dakota.
Now we need Taji Neal to score. Then I believe all of our seniors would have scored tonight. Gentry with it's going to give it to Jones. Jones tiptoeing on the line. Back to Gentry from the paint. No good. Got his own rebound, though. The putback, it's also no good, and the rebound goes to Davion Smith. Smith, the freshman for the Dogs, weaving in and out of traffic. He'll come back outside. Now he's going to drive. Kick over to the right side. They will go to Watley. Watley is going to go to Thomas Robertson. Robertson working hard, has it blocked again, and a foul called on the Dogs.
It will be on Thomas.
That'll be his first. Colton Prather is going to check into the game for the Dogs, and DJ Watley will come out. 6 minutes left to go here at the senior night at the Doghouse, capping off the regular 2023-2024 season against Southeast Whitfield here at home. Coy Jones with it. Going to work into the paint, turns. Off the glass, no good. Colton Prather comes away with the rebound, but then Jones gets it right back, and we've got a timeout called, and we will take it with him. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
The score is 58-30 here at the Doghouse in the final game of the regular season, final game at home for this year for the Cedartown Bulldogs basketball team over the Southeast Raiders. 5:43 to play in this one, and Southeast Raiders will have it after they call the timeout. Now, they had a guy on the floor, and a timeout was called to avoid the travel.
Coy Jones gets it into Pulliam off of the baseline for the Raiders. He's going to try to drive baseline now, and he is going to be out of bounds. No, foul called. It'll be on number 20, Taji Neal.
I think that's his third, isn't it?
It is. We need to get him a basket before we got to pull him, though.
14 fouls on the Bulldogs in this period, none on the Raiders.
Inbounds pass will once again go to Pulliam off the baseline. He's going to try to pull a three. Goes around. Now he will pull the three, and it is going to be short, no good. Oh, and Taji Neal fell going out after the loose ball rebound, but it'll go to the Dogs anyways. I'm not sure what happened there. But the inbounds pass will go to Colton Prather. They will give it over to Smith. Smith, he's going to go to Dakota Prather. Prather is going to go to Neal in the paint. Taji's going to try to turn. He's triple teamed, though. They go back outside to Dakota Prather, who fires a three, and it is off the front of the iron. No good. And Colton Prather is the one that comes away with the offensive board for the Dogs. Loose ball finally, and then a foul called.
It's on number 22, Luke Amspall, the freshman.
What's that number again?
It's number 20.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, 22.
Thank you. The inbounds pass will go to Taji Neal. Neal will go to Prather. Prather ran into a wall, has to give it over to Thomas Robertson, puts it on the floor once. The shot is up and no good, but he got his own rebound, but the putback was no good, and Pulliam comes away with it for the Raiders. He's going to bring it across midcourt. Now he's going to drive the lane into the paint. The floater is good. 58-32.
Quentin Jackson will check in at the next stop of play for the Bulldogs.
Thomas Robertson almost lost it, gives it to Dakota Prather. Prather going to turn, and he's just going to take it off the glass high. No good. The rebound was taken by Pulliam. He'll go ahead with it.
They're going to call a kick, I think, on Colton Prather.
That will be the call, and Quentin Jackson will check in, and Dakota Prather will come out. Senior coming out of the game. His last one here at home in the Bulldog black and white. Inbounds pass. It'll go to number 22, Amspall. Loose ball, out of bounds, Cedartown basketball. Cedartown will inbound it from the other end of the floor. 4:17 left to play. 58-32 is your score. The Dogs are on top. Cedartown will return to action on Saturday night. We do know that. We don't know a time or an opponent yet, but we do know that that'll be the next time that the Dogs will take to the hardwoods as Davion Smith fires a three, and it's good. Hit off the front of the iron and took a shooter's roll. 61-32. It'll be Jones with it. He's going to try to drive the baseline. The little underhanded layup is good from Coy Jones, and it's 61-34.
Notice Taji Neal, the only senior still left on the floor. They want to get him on the board, and that's up and no good there from Quentin Jackson, and the foul called on Thomas Robertson on the rebound.
That'll be his second, and that'll be the fifth team foul against the Dogs, so it should send Southeast to the stripe to shoot two, and it will.
3:37 to go in this ball game. Cedartown trying to pick up that third region win.
First one on the way from Pulliam is good. 61-35.
Zane Diamond Paisley is going to check back into the ball game for Thomas Robertson.
This is the first trip to the stripe for Skylar Pulliam tonight, and he drains both of them. And it's 61-36. Davion Smith on the far side for the Dogs. Top of the key, right side to Prather, and it's knocked away by Southeast. It'll say Cedartown basketball. They were trying to work it, I think, to Taji Neal. They want to get some points on the board for Neal. The inbounds will come from Smith. on the near sideline here in the corner. They will go to Colton Prather, left side. Prather's going to step it into Quentin Jackson, into the paint. The shot is up, and it is good from the Bulldogs' second big man, Quentin Jackson. That's his first basket of the night, and it's 63-36.
Yeah, Quentin in the JV game had a dunk. That's a three-pointer no good, but the rebound is blocked in midair by Quentin Jackson. Uh-oh, here we go.
Pulliam corrals it. We thought we were going to have a chance at a slam, but Southeast comes away with it. Now they drive the kick over to Jones, and it is good.
63-38 now with 2:57 to play.
Colton Prather with it across the timeline for the Dogs. Going to work to the right side to Zane Diamond Paisley. Now to Taj Neal. He's going to fire a three. No good. Quentin Jackson, though, on the rebound. The putback, it's up. It's no good. The rebound and the putback, and it's good.
Can you tell we want Taji to score one?
Taji to score. Amsburg.
Three from straight away, no good.
No good. Rebound, though, taken by Pulliam. They work it down to Jones, and he gets that one to go. Coy Jones has made a living tonight off of the baseline. 65-40. Colton Prather with it now to Diamond Paisley. He's going to drive the baseline. They'll kick out to Taji Neal.
Come on, Taji.
Neal's going to fire a three. No good, just long.
Oh, man. And lost out of bounds, tipped away by the Bulldogs. Raiders will have it back.
They will inbound it to number 11, Skylar Pulliam, who has been the leading scorer for this Raiders team tonight. Had a big first period of play. It's kind of cooled off since then. They'll work it to Coy Jones, who has not been cold since then. The shot is up, and it is good, and the foul. I heard a lot of ball on that contact, though.
Foul's called on number 12, Colton Prather. I think his first.
You are correct. And number 5, Coy Jones, will go back to the free throw line. This will be his third trip of the night, 2 of 3 so far.
And when this game is over, first the free throw is good. 65-43. The scoreboard is not going to reflect how much of a blowout this game actually was.
No, you are exactly right, because we have been playing our subs for the better part of this second half. Zane Diamond Paisley with it. He's going to try to split a defender. Gets it over to Taji Neal, who loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Southeast basketball. They are doing everything that they can to get Neal a chance to put some points on the board. Xavier Nelson with it is checked in for the Raiders. They lose it out of bounds, trying to go to number 22, Luke Amspaugh, and that is out of bounds, and it'll be Cedartown basketball. And I bet we're going to bring it down the floor and work it to number 20 in white.
I mean, seriously.
Diamond Paisley with it. He's going to go to Colton Prather. Prather with it's going to try to drive. They get it to Taji Neal in the paint. It's stolen. Pulliam comes away with it. Neal's just got to want it more. He's got to want it as much as we do. Knocked away. It is off the hands of Neal as it goes out of bounds. And so it will be Southeast basketball with 1:12 left to play. 65-43, Dogs on top. They're going to pick up a win here at home on senior night. As the inbounds pass goes to Amspaugh, he's going to fire a three, and it's going to be off the top of the backboard, and it will be a turnover. And Taji Neal's going to get another chance at it with 1:07 left to go. The inbounds pass will go to Quentin Jackson. Jackson's going to give it to Davion Smith. Smith off of the right side. Going to work back to the middle of the floor. Feeds to Neal. Neal goes to Jackson. Jackson drives. It was knocked away, but Jackson recovers and gets that one to roll, and it's good. 65-43.
Now, I love that by Taji. He had a chance to shoot there, but he knew the better shot was Quentin Jackson, and Jackson was right there to make the hoop.
Coy Jones with his shot is up, and it is no good, and the rebound is taken by Colton Prather. Prather will push it ahead to Zane Diamond Paisley. They'll go to the left side, Taji Neal. He's going to pull a three. Oh, it's no good.
And it hits the scaffolding, too, and it's going to be a turnover. Oh, my. I thought he was gonna get the shooter's bounce, Sam.
I thought he was gonna get it to roll, and he doesn't.
Man,
it'll be a turnover. A 1 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Pulliam is going to drive. He's going to go to the lane. The kick over to the left side. Now to the top side. They'll go to Williams. He's going to fire a three. That's going to be no good. Rebound.
One more chance.
Zane Diamond Paisley. Quentin Jackson with it.
Oh, the jam!
Quentin Jackson puts an exclamation point on senior night for the Dogs. The two-handed jam, 69-43. Pulliam with it from straight away, fires, no good. Jackson
get it to 20.
Again.
Get it to 20.
They'll go to Prather. They're not going to have time. He's got to shoot. Three, no good. What an ending here to senior night, though, as the Dogs pick up a win at home, 69-43. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll come back and we'll wrap this one up. You're listening to Cedartown High School Hoops here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Final score here from the Doghouse. Cedartown wins 69-43, and as we mentioned before, the scoreboard, it's still a pretty big lead, but not. I mean, this was Cedartown from start to finish, especially after that second period. The Bulldogs really took control, and they win on their senior night. The score 69-43 here at the Doghouse. Sam, why don't you give us those final stats there? And they're pretty impressive. We got a couple of guys look pretty good.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Cawthorn finished in the night with a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds. DJ Watley also with 15 points on the night. Ashton Turner would finish the night with 9 points, followed by Quentin Jackson coming off the bench for the Dogs. He would finish with 8. Zane Diamond Paisley would finish with 7. Davion Smith, the freshman, with 5. Hayden Rittenhouse, the senior. Xavier Holiday, both of those guys with 4. And Dakota Prather with 2 points. They wanted to get Taji Neal a 2. They did everything that they could do to get him a 2, to get him a 3, to get him something, but it just wouldn't work out. But all the other Bulldog seniors finished the night with points. So the Dogs improved to a record of 12-13 overall, 3-7 in region play, and they will play Saturday night. The girls, however, they will play on Friday night at Northwest Whitfield at 6 o'clock against Central. Go support the Lady Dogs as they go on the road to try to beat Central for the third time this season.
And if they beat Central, they will have a playoff berth, and who knows what happens after that. So this was an exciting game to watch. This has been what a season. I mean, you look at we go all the way back to that first win. I remember it was the overtime win against Armurchie. Remember that, Sam? We both lost our minds and our voices in that ball game, and we knew that when Cedartown won that game, the way they won that game, the way they fought hard and beat a pretty good basketball team in Armurchie at their place, we knew that this team was going to be a much better team than we have seen over the past couple of seasons. And for sure, they have bounced back from that terrible year last year as the Bulldogs win it by a score of 69-43. Sam, final thoughts, and we'll wrap this thing up.
I just love to see everything that both these squads have done this season and the turnaround that they've made and the commitment that some of these longtime players have made to sticking with it and to trusting in that new coaching staff and the process that they have. Super excited to see where these teams will continue to go, and hopefully both will make a big run into the playoffs. But if not, I look forward to what happens next season and the games and the coaching staff and everything that I look forward to next season as well.
Well, our next broadcast on video will be on Monday, February the 12th, weather permitting. It'll be the first game of the season for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball team. They'll be hosting the Calhoun Yellow Jackets here at the Dog Pound. You don't want to miss it. Promises to be an outstanding baseball season again, trying to repeat once again for region championship. And I see Jay O'Neill down there on the floor. That's one guy we're going to be looking at as well as Samuel Formby, who's down there as well. A couple of good pitchers, looking to see some big things from them this year. For Sam Branch, my broadcast partner, Tyrone back at the radio station, and Joseph Bailey on camera, I'm Andrew Carter, reminding you when the Bulldogs play, you'll hear them on the Big AA. Good night and God bless here from the Doghouse.